Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.
Good day to we family house, we family members them inside the one big family house, double na so aguna. Well, of course, today we not come for plenty talk. Wait till they can't do that, it is speak for himself. As we all be done here, Francis Ben KAIFALA say, he no get no way where he able to investigate caretaker bio where can position. Well, the things that where they go on right now. When I feel say other commission of inquiry not get for day again. Now the last one is as caretaker we don't talk. This now one question for you where you they can't help me for answer. Well, it's still not up there. We all know how education business don't snap right now. Now, Mama Stallone, when the government don't snap, Changa one back and pull one stay, then they can't add the stream them, meaning the faculty that they can't add, where they can say media science, media commercial. Well, government said that they can't add more. As we know, better teachers not even there for the one that right now where they exist, but then say that they can't add. What do you think about the education? This is not the other question.
Well, not to inside Poto, they can't go soon up at education business.
Well, you will help me ask your uncle because now you call the initiative.
But wait, I really been talk about immune. So them been giving me uncle injection, then be immunized them before ever he take the power.
And see, you know, say you know much about and past me.
Well, now the thing this week can talk about the hypocrite laws they all get at this week country. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think it's fine. The only thing no more where I feel say not correct. Now where caretaker bio say this commission of inquiry will be the last one. But me I not feel say that they correct. So. But what do you think? Please drop a comment down for we. Now the comment section we go gladly for you. And one very important thing where you go get for do like all time. Now for please. Okay, now for do ya, okay, we the beg, hit for the like button as you do go along the line, okay? Hit for the like button. This now they give we the zeal, and they keep the fire inside we. Now they make we the able for the give no more vuva. Now they make Bible and cutlass the sharp. Now they make me say hacking just the side that they give na back out and blackouts. They go na regular business. Anyway, hit for the like button. And please, YouTube, we find in Facebook, we find out something. The followers them don't boku pass the one they will like. You don't follow we, but you don't like we page. Why? Please, all two they go together. Please, if you just don't follow we, you don't like we page, it's fine the like button. Like that page. I'm not talk about this video they do so right now with the page of Incessant. Like and for we, okay? Like and follow we on Facebook. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell on YouTube. That they make we able for us. We people they really come. Let we continue for do more for them, eh? Let we continue for give them the kind of information where they want. You understand what I mean, eh? But if you the kind of more they watch, they say, now so we self time the cow they with the one for camp, but the body the heavy. So for motivate we, me brother, I beg them for me.
Do ya, we family members them. We really know una love we. And at the same way we self love una. As we they take with time for bring everything we they try by all possible means for research, for make we bring una information them. Think the way people are always tell us say they put under the carpet. We just believe say you get a simple and easy task for do for we. Just click that button. Well, if finger makes so when at the like button. Now that one the normal you they do for we. And we always tell you, we don't believe for tell you again, oh, official for not used to that now. But same way, so we still remind you that do ya as we sister admin, always the help we for tell you say, make we hit them. We believe say by today we go start the competition. Before the 20 minutes or 30 minutes now, we dey see difference, not the like. Do ya?
Here's another good message for you. Yeah, but we can't share with you. By the way, we go ask this question again. We been don't ask them before because it's like say the way how the country they go, it they go from bad
to worst.
Now like when me brother can say, we dey come out waiting.
Jump on the frying pan, jump in the fire from loophole to Mediterranean Sea.
You meet the water dirty, we all aware of that one day. But you know what we settle.
And the food scout some dirty, they can't out for box up the water.
No, I don't dirty pass mark. Okay. So
one
thing there, when we can ask, what to make we country every day, it gets difficulties. Everyday problem then at this country. Especially now. If today no they say they don't bank post they run away, you go hear they say they don't catch. You go hear they say they don't choke this posse. You go hear they say they don't open belly, they don't pull listing. You go hear they say ostborn. You go hear they say tanker. You go hear they say angry. You go hear subhanallah. Allahu Akbar. Every day subhanallah. Who stay go say alhamdulillah yo rabbil alamina. Who's them?
We go always say alhamdulillah. When me and you conscious of the bad things them where they happen, we try for make up we mind, for make we get a better salon. How? We way of doing things and the way where we go put we hand inside our ballot box. Now in no more get for help.
We been tell caretaker Bio say in need for call that an imam. If for call an imam, if talk to that imam say that word where you been talk about we country, you need for carry the man. They are beg una listen this imam ba. This na the imam this way caretaker Bio the first time when he get a crowd na stadium, say they go tell people then think he say they don't vote him in. Now this imam go swear the country oh. Me people them. Not on joko. SLPP imam he swear the country. Brother, what thing the imam been say?
The imam say, he dey pray for make Mama Salon just be static.
In other words, when they say static, let no move. Let just dey one side. Let things just dey stronger one side. You feel not joke with the joke. Then my brother wait small bar. Let we where they talk back. Let people believe.
We dey ask inside the new direction. We don't want Matoman at this country again. Inside the new direction. We dey ask God we don't want devil in this country again. We dey ask God inside the new direction. We now want advantage in this country again. And they read the surah where they read now for let this nation be static. Ba'ada bismillahir rahmanir rahim.
Definitely we've had challenges. Even when we are making every effort, we are putting our heads to the problem.
Well, until we don't hear it, we always they tell you, say, we know they talk for them, but then they talk for themselves, and we come on top and add small paint for make it bright. Now the imam, now he don't pray for we so. Now the imam, now he don't pray for caretaker Bio so. This not the reason where we say, as caretaker Bio take power, now they mix up and box up, they happen at the country. So it look like, say, me brother, if I been better for make this country left who side they meet them than who side they don't put us so today. Because if you be only left there, I think if I don't be a lafia small. But it sound like the imam be no caretaker Bio in plan. Now he make it say, make everything just be static.
My brother, I'm not sure say na plan no plan. This imam don't swear with country, the need for column, let e go tima back. In fact, this time na cutting tree, let pray back for the country. Let ask God for that forgiveness. Because this kind of prayer, from where caretaker be can the one nine problem begin. Till to this day. In fact, the country don't tranga. The people they don't divide along political line, this, that, all kind way, all kind. Ala sonko. So we need for make Lake Atekabio call this man back. In fact, and not only the Hamburg Bio, it the Hamburg even themselves. Because look now, Mrs. a master. We see how they misbehave the other day in the State House, eh? This now we talk, the country just static. Then they try like they need try. This worst now just this every day. They need for call out this guy, this man in prayer, not good for the country.
Well, now in that so, Fambule we establish imam. Fambule we de very close like Shembepie to Kiatekabio, Duya. We the innocent one, not to Shembepie, because somebody just say, talk to me in the comments, say, make a no mind you. It look like they don't pitch for you small. Make a take me time, and I take me time, brother. Thank you for the advice. Shembepie this. As I advise you. So do ya, una help we talk to Kiatekabio, make he bring this imam back. Usa itaiwi, make he can lose we. We don't tire. 4 years now. We still the Subhanallah. We want to alhamdulillah now. Paupa.
But talk and go, talk and come. I think we need for really look into this case and see how best Kiatekabio will able for handle this. If not to that one day, we country, not the move.
Sister, me say Shembepie na the water so for talk to your uncle, bring the imam for back.
But anyway, just now we'll begin talking back. Then get the way out and the style am. Then we can't tell you say now on the same one did this, now on the that. Me something they back I can create bad name. But the only thing no more we can follow the member them say, that prayer where that man been do, it look like say they walk it walk. They tell on we serious one, but this dunya or this we can't go offend we self right now. When you talk no more, until you sabi now. You know see now then they can't have bone to bone for can't target we. You know see how?
And well, and now una turn, una try no more. Time go fit clock.
But this not a matter of turn. Not to turn at all. This now we all in the morning, now we all in the Hamburg right now. Anyway, Bible I say we get good news. YouTube, remember we say we don't do very well. Remember we say we don't do very well. So if that be the case, let me share this information with family them, because something in there where you get good news, it's fine for share them with your family them. Where you get bad news, it's fine for share them with your family them. But not to all time we for the share bad news. Sometimes they find we just they share the news as it come. The good one themselves, God will bless you for that. So, ladies and gentlemen, today I go to YouTube and I want to tell una plenty thank you on behalf of the team. Me and my brother when at the face want for tell una thank you. Why will they tell una plenty thank you? Let we see the good work we una don't do. Inside 2021, then say we had cheers to having such loving fans. It's time to celebrate all of your hard work and the community you have built. Then say we don't get a wonderful family we always deal with we. Then say with 2021 snapshot how we do. Then say the time where you don't spend for watch we una all now YouTube. It don't turn 45,200,000 or 45.2 million views. Yeah, watch minutes. That's the minute where you calculate the time all road or watch. Now that they 45.2 million. Okay, let me see how many people don't view it inside this 2021. We don't get 3.2 million people them in total. We don't watch we. Inside this 2021, una don't try yo. This na a wonderful thing. Then say we really connect with we fans them. And guess what? Sometimes they can people and they say, hey boy, you go find this on a program. we had watch una more because now they really need for get this information. Guess what? We been telling una say we had the watch pass any other country na the world. Look, prove them today. They say the top country then for this we channel views, the one the way they watch we more na this country. For this 2021. Number 1 now we had. And then they on top. Then number 2, then get United States. By the number of people them, then pick the 3 top country them. Then the number 3, then get United Kingdom. But that not mean say other side then they watch we plenty, then they watch we all over. But the side who said then they watch we more. We had number 1, United States of America, number 2, and United Kingdom they number 3. So this na the kind way how they watch we. So let me see something. The comments, una comment all una don't put from where the year begin to now. Now 11,043 comments. Now una really don't put together. Then una comment okay tell una say una like, una share, una comment. All of that comments the way they put them together for 2021. Now 11,003 and 43. Yeah. So and interestingly, November month. Last month, now we get the view past all the other months them inside this year. So fans, YouTube they help we for tell una thank you. They say thank you fans for my ear on YouTube. So on behalf of the team, lad on the message and say celebrate your ear with the people who encourage you. Share the snapshot below on social media using my ear on YouTube. Indeed. This now we hear on YouTube, but guess what? We believe say with una support again. This not just the starting. We think you say the sky now is starting point. This 2021 as it go now just starting point. Now step number 1. As we go 2022, now step number 10. Because we really need for press harder for meetup 2023. How we go able for do this? Now me, Baibure, the team, and everybody. When I say the team, I know you talk about we team normal management too. We team the family. Now we all get for do very well for make sure say we do the perfect job where we always do. Now let's go down and see something here. They say una likes them all. We una put together. Let me tell you, they say, please, if you feel say you like the program, you appreciate the program, from when the year begin, we just talk down the sister admin then na the KAIFALA place the YouTube chat. Every day, hey guys, una like, hey guys, una like. Una likes them all. When they put them together. Now 139,500 likes. Now una don't give we. Una wonderful. Bible this na call for celebration. Let them tell okay the comments I don't tell us now over 11,000 comments, okay? And una really don't support we. Una really don't support we. So we want for tell una plenty thank you. Now the days them from the tell we do we first upload. Remember that thing neighbor? Journalists give caretaker bio, public correction. Remember me, brother? Balabala.
The game number balabala.
Instead of the caretaker, this na the bull like bulldozer. Instead of he say the game done babala, he say the game done waiting balabala. Now the first production that day where we ever do. Yeah? So then say from that 10 day where we don't begin the first production. The days then. Now 716 days. 716 days. Now we don't take so. From where we begin this program with the first production. Yeah? And the lifetime likes from where we begin when I don't begin like we now 153,000. And then the comments now 17.2 thousand. So we want for tell una plenty thank you. We appreciate una so much. Today now for YouTube. Tomorrow we go try for go over to Facebook for see what's in the happen. That is why I encourage you as well na Facebook for say Do ya, una help we, una like and follow. I know say plenty people don't follow the page, but una as well need for like the page because that's all they make people them they discover the page more and more. So, me brother, one more time, I don't know what you want to say to wonderful family members then because they're really awesome.
Well, a very short answer. We self consider say we celebrate with family members them. Now, so YouTube self don't help for celebrate una and we, not so we and una. I always tell una say if we continue for Sidoya, na una make we. So na una and we YouTube they celebrate. But mind you, una see where so simple, they don't go beat nobody. This now YouTube level sensors, so they give you the exact amount. Nobody knows sweat. Not so that sensor so count argument. So these are peaceful and polite sensors where YouTube don't know.
But so sensors civilized now the Western world.
It not tell like you're going to sensors. So you see we use sensors now. No fat, no soft teeth, no harassment. So we just continue for telling our plenty thanking. And Aksuna still make we put more effort so we dey reach that side where we not expect, even with the past day. Plenty thank you to Una, make we continue the good work. We move.
Thank you, we appreciate Una. And we not talk about the subscribers. Now as we talk so, we get over 20, almost.
We get right now, we get 24.6K.
Okay,
subscribers.
That is to say, we get 24,600 and more subscribers right now on YouTube. Fambul dem una kushe una ado. We are don't come back today.
For things where they happen. Now we speak salon. Now we own. Whoa. Now we left for do them back teach them. You want to take a building? No mind know the voice. I know well.
Anyway, guys, one more time, we want to say thank you very much. We appreciate your contribution. Please, we just start. The journey just don't begin. Waiting down they mean. It means say you guys need to give us more. So sometimes they work in Sweden and tell us say, give us zeal, give us the spirit, give us the burning fire. Please, not fitting up and fake business. We know the good things that una can do. Financially, una the battle we. Morally, una the support we. Oh my God. Every side we link, we get family members then so good. And guess what? The one that we appreciate past all. Now the one that we not like we. Where they can't peep no more, but they not like we. We appreciate them so much. We know say one day, they go able for see reason and understand the message where we dey pass. So please, let we draw them come near. Yeah? Hit one, draw one. For let we go if we forget more. Thank you very much. We can begin the ball rolling now. If we did together, my brother, I think we move, right?
We fly. We fly.
Okay.
We fly.
So the first side where we debate today, we go inside the education system as the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary School don't say, then they can add another stream. We already get the arts, the science, and the commercial. Then say that they can add other one them, yeah? Inside the language arts, the arithmetic, you get to know now mathematics. But the big question now where the teachers union they ask. Then say they don't even get enough teachers then for handle, for example, maths, the science and other things them. So if the government can add other one, not a problem. Now like what you go say, the government, you wait for teach, you not get idea of waiting for teach. How you go teach now the picking them? But anyway, let's not waste any time. Let me go and listen to SL2 and do this interview with 98.1. When they come back, just now, for we can talk about them.
Yes. We just know say whatever the ministry they put in place, for be something for the good of the education system. It for be for the good of the teacher them, for the good of the picking them, and overall for the good of the country. So whatever policy the ministry come up with, we as a teachers union can normally examine them. And we don't look at this policy where they talk about increasing from 3 categories of streams to 5. and how they don't package the subject areas and all that kind of thing. As a teachers union, I don't think say that's a bad idea in itself. And we all going to say, then the way they can come as fine idea, as a fine project. Now the other thing the way attendant, the thing the way for go with for support them. We as a union are anything and then we go let for drug government attention to. The thing as an idea not bad at all. They get good intention. But then good intention we don't see it over the years. Plenty. How some of them can end up. If you don't get the required support, will for make it go thrive and succeed and achieve the objective.
Look at the
some of the area and day, now like you go talk about, we got for ensure say this thing got for bring some new implications. So the school leadership, the school administration, supervised by the ministry, and all the other stakeholders that will get into security, we get for help for restructure the schools and the departments and all that. We also will get an effect on recategorizing heads of departments and then kind of thing. We are sure the ministry will go for take note of. It also requires popularization. If this is a new policy as an initiative, it's not going to be wrong, but how, to what extent to go make like the people away it affect, the people away it concern, to what extent they go know about them, understand them. We go not only require the popularization, but let people know more about them, but it also require training.
So now we can't look at the popularization. Let's look at the new curriculum where they replace the 3 streams them to 5, where existing one them before na commercial arts and science. Now we get 5 streams, where na science and technology, language and literature, social and cultural studies, economics, business and entrepreneurship, and mathematics and numeracy. Looking at the 5 streams them into the school system, let's look at capacity first of all from the workforce, when are the teachers them. You don't work with teachers then, you're not the secretary general. You think say we get the staff capacity or the teacher capacity for deliver a lecture or teach in other areas they also always they don't introduce before we can look at the classroom situation?
Yeah, that's a good question. For any kind of new initiative like this, we can believe say once we think so we get the basics. I will tell you categorically, say we don't get the required personnel, the required workforce, the required teachers, sufficient enough in terms of numbers, and not only number, but in terms of the qualification. I don't think so we get them. As we speak now, we not get them. So let alone now they can categorize them in this kind of way. Like when they talk about science, technology, where they call STEM, the STEM teachers are inadequate, they're not sufficient. We also go talk about math teachers. So this thing that you go there, something like one grain science teacher, the way they teach chemistry or physics, my whole district, now they on record. So that question here about getting sufficient numbers will not reach it. But we can start as we try for implementers so, and work towards something in the when I don't think I'm in the try for top job. Waiting for you to put together for make we be able to achieve the desired objective.
Let's look at the issue of the classrooms. We don't see government don't they get challenged for waive out the 2-shift system. Now we get 5 areas and 5 streams them into the school system. Looking at them 5 streams away, government they plan for introduce. You think so we get the adequate classrooms them for place them 5 streams then at each school?
Yeah, I don't think so the general problem where they already did that the number of picking and the accommodation. Now true so we not get enough infrastructure. We don't get enough classroom for house the beginning. We'll go get the required teacher people ratio. We'll go get the required number of people we put in a class where you will handle. So introducing this kind of mechanism of categorizing the streams into 5, now they pose an additional problem. Certainly. What means they can't compound the existing problem already. Whether they say another angle for take a look at.
So now we look at what thing they expect at this moment. Now government don't propose this.
Yeah, so they expect, like I've been beginning to say, the popularization, people in Gabon know the nitty-gritty about the new policy. They talk about training. You don't already talk about infrastructure. Forget more buildings, forget more classrooms, for able to accommodate the kind of position of people in the world already. The schools are well populated, especially in the big towns. So we need for work towards that thing will be the talk. The government may say, for ensure say eventually in the near future, we will get one shift school system. That's my challenge already. What about the teachers themselves? Where get for take this as an extra burden? Where the conditions under which they work. No matter we go around, say, at the end of the day, you always can be. And the teacher then get an extra burden for help government, for help the system for implement this new program. And then teachers and the motivation level is not adequate enough. We all know that in an open secret. Say the teachers are not happy with the current situation. Government, they make an effort. We recognize that. But government can do a lot more. We teachers just come out of country, covering 7 districts for me to teachers regularly and talk to them about the situation on the ground. Free quality education will try for do an assessment, SLTU. We'll be able to submit a report to the minister for government attention on where to feel that the successes and the challenges. So this is another angle in the free quality education package or program. So we go continue to talk about these problems and engage government for see how it will help for solve these problems. But the problems are there. But now, it means that because we're not going to introduce new things then. We're not going to bring innovation or initiatives. But we'll go for consideration, we'll go for grapple and become a little bit more proactive in the way we'll go for the things. If we introduce new things, then we're going to bring more burden, more difficulties, then we'll go for base up a little more. All of the stakeholders.
Looking at their concerns we they raise, one are critical stakeholders into the education sector. Whose role will play into the proposement of them to or then courses they are so or then streams they are so into the school system?
Whenever government they do the program, when they call we go to make observations, and these are observations we have already made to the appropriate authorities, to the relevant people. We don't make the observations. I say this program in itself is a good idea. And we as a teachers, supposed to welcome good ideas for help promote the education system in the country. But the observations where at the tradition about we don't already raise them, and we will get an opportunity for continue to engage the minister. We're open to where we will continue to discuss so that we'll see how we will identify the way forward for handle them here. We'll be able to overcome them.
Overall, whose impact do you think say this new system where the government don't propose go get on the educational system?
Well, one thing we need to remember, say this it diversify, it open more opportunities. These are contemporary times. Changes in the camp, plenty changes. So they look at what it happens in other countries. So this is now one way for keep in touch, for keep in tune with current trends in contemporary times. So we believe say if then kind thing don't come, then good in themselves, because we're not going to continue to stay that same old system. So new system where they can move for make a match up with the current and contemporary trends across the international circles. It is a good idea. But the one and they always they come with their own attendant problems. And the government is supposed to ready for make more investment into the when they talk about IT, what about the equipment? What about the materials? What about the trained personnel? Practicals for science, chemistry. What are the facilities the way they exist for now? If we're not able to get in our schools individually, what about establishing artistic centers, for example? All of them things I think we'll go for discuss and chat the way forward with the ministry and government.
Looking at the importance of the new curriculum and the challenges them where you don't mention, whose role you think say the teachers them go play for ensure say a go before?
The teachers has always the motto of the union says service to the nation. The teachers they will continue to do their best under the difficulties where they work, where we all know. The poor salaries, poor conditions of service. But the teachers then will be committed, provided and since the government is committed for ensuring that we all put our hands together for solve the problems. But teachers are not going to stand against a new program where go help the country, where go help the education. Teachers are not going to stand against them. But as we do, we go raise the issues that we need for providing required support, where for make the program succeed. Otherwise, for that bring program like the free quality education itself, the challenges that we get, we all put hands together and see how we address them, including this new thing we don't come.
Conte, is it timely for introduce new curriculum?
Yes, it is always right for those that way right. It is always right for those that way right. Introducing a new curriculum, I'm not going to say about where they talk about timing. From all introducing free quality education, from the 20th of August 2018 to now, I believe we don't make some progress. The challenges that they so introducing this new curriculum in itself, that's a bad idea related to the time or timing. But at the fact that governments for believe they get for pull up their socks together with all the other stakeholders, including with for make sure he achieve the desired objective. But I don't think the timing wrong. Otherwise, we'll continue for wait and wait. But something that's right, the time right for always introduce them.
Thank you very much. In name na Aliuddin Conte, Deputy Secretary General, Saloon Teachers Union, for we talk to inside the program. Good morning, Saloon.
Thank you very much.
Okay, that's na Aliuddin Conte. Been they talk about the
we be just one for the reason why we left this for let it go longer. Now for let we go able to get, you for understand certain things them. At least then you get the message. When you get the message from the messenger incessive, it creates a whole lot of impact. That will be the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Teachers Union. They actually the talk concerning the new streams them, where they want for add to the senior secondary school already. So the existing art, commercial, and science. So what thing they do now? They want split them. Now, like for example, the art, they want to get the English and literature, language and literature go come back on their own. Then you will get arithmetic and mathematics go there on their own. Science and technology they on their own. You get business and commerce instead they on their own. So now then thing they also they want for do. But the problem now, according to the teachers, them in the first place, it's a good thing. For let anybody they specialize before they go to university. It's a good thing. But outside the bad thing day, now where the speciality not day, now where the capacity not day, now where the manpower not day. Not get me wrong, not to me say they not get them. The one them where they in charge of all the teachers them in the country, then say they not get the capacity, they not get the manpower, they not get the space. We know that we talk about 2 shifts and then we talk about increasing the streams. Although for increase the streams means say you forget additional classrooms, because if you go specialize on arithmetic, you not go mix them with that person where they on art or where they go do language and literature. You forget division, you forget more classrooms. But remember say these governments been bank on one thing. They've been promised say that they can make one shift, pull the 2 shifts and bring 1 shift. The reason why they say that they do that, because they say they want to let the picking and get more time in school and able for take in or complete the syllabus. Now, what it make they not able to get 1 shift even as we talk so right now. The reason why they're not able to get 1 shift because the space not enough. Some schools them they get inside 1 class, then 70 picking them inside 1 class. Some that now for some you get some we get more than that one day. So if we're not able to get the 1 shift now because we not get enough space. So now tell me, if they add more streams, now a good thing, but if they add more streams, how they go do with the picking them in terms of the space for letting this sit down? Let me look this other thing. The science lab, for example, you get some schools then we get a beautiful space for science, but they not get what they call science inside the lab. They not get the equipment then for let them able for do them practical them. Now you want to tell me about science and technology. Frabe College of all, let me go to the bigger institution. When are they prepare them finally before they go to the universe? From the university to the universe. Let me look at this. Even the broadcasting, if we not tell God thank you, where CTN come and set up that radio station there, then most of them, they're not ever go inside radio station until they come down at the universe. Let me look at the science lab. Plenty of them, the science department, plenty of them, they not even know what is spanner, waiting a screwdriver and the other things them for practical until they come down. Then tell the way they say we can do internship. All waiting them focus on now theory. But now, let me left down. If you say you want to come and do another thing, again, I insist, I emphasize, and I stress on the point. It's a good thing. But the side way bad now because the space not there. The side way bad now because the teachers them will specialize in some of them things then they not there. If you talk about arithmetic, plenty people right away they go to school. They don't know what is arithmetic. And you talk about hard math, further math. You get some schools that few schools that when they do them things then they. Few schools. So now if you want to scatter this na the one whole country, let me go na the provinces. The other day we sit down here where teachers them. We see who side the picking the all common at treat because teachers they know they. Then say pass them go find rest for can't give the teachers them so they get able for teach. The principal they tell we say the teachers they when are graduate where they bring camp because of the condition of service, because of the environment, because of the facilities they know they, then they left them back and go find other work. So now good because the world will go into a global and modernized things. When men say you need for improve your syllabus, you need for improve the capacity. But the teacher they not get the master study yet. How you want for lady picking and get the sabi? If the teacher don't know what they teach, what he for teach now? Who's kind of exam where then they go sit now? And I wonder what they really happen. Math teacher, some of we, what in our school says, they say math don't come on. Okay, don't forget, let's say the way we get interest. We not get enough math teacher. For example, some of the schools the way we go, yeah, you see the one old school, something that 2 great math teacher then get. 2. But now, you want to introduce math and arithmetic on your own. How many teachers that we get we specialize on them things then? They're not the one whole country. These are the ratios the way for the look at. How many teachers to one Pekin? How many teachers to school? This teaching what they can do so how much? In one term in day, where we been get one subject where we been do, I don't know if it's still there, they call it electronics. The school where we be go, yeah? The one old school now, 1 grade electronics teacher. Now we been get. 1 grade electronics teacher. So begin look at that one and then now. How you want for lady picking and specialize if the teachers them no day. Because you not just be go take teacher, you go put them because you want for take teacher, put out. You report this teacher because it's a be waiting if we can't teach. That is why in most cases then, now that makes some of we feel discouraged with the time we go school and they teach we. Because the teacher they come, he not even understand what they can't teach. He can't the book, he read no more. He don't know. He not they understand, let you self able for absorb the message where they give you. So now, if you can force them stream the yaso, the teachers they don't highlight all of the problems them. And indeed, now a living thing. The teachers are not well motivated. The government they try, that they will not go say so, then they try, but they are not well motivated. Let we forget about that, let we say that they will be able for patch them over. But the thing where we not go able for patch now the education. If me not specialize pan government, you can't ask me for go teach government, that's a problem. If me use for teach government or teach CRK or teach history, then you go tell me for go teach arithmetic. This na zigizo. We see the other thing at parliament, the woman teacher they tell we say, a math teacher, they go teach economics. We not even waiting than they do for. So now then challenge and they inside the free education. What much more if you can add? The idea is bright. The idea is beautiful. The idea is superb. But when you not get the capacity for handle them kinds, how you call them the weights then they. Remember when you overload electric, what thing they happen? It go boom. So you see how the system they can go now. You not get them enough, but you want to force them, and anytime you force, no problem. Arrest for now.
Me what arrest again? Anyway, I take from the other angle as me what I almost address all the issues them. You know, we all know here waiting the deputy Sef-Gen from the Sierra Leone Teachers Union don't come and talk. It outlines so many things them when I constraints them whether they undergo right now when it comes to this education sector where now the flagship program of this particular government we call themselves New Direction. The New Direction come and sell this idea to people and people take them serious because they call education, they buy them. And if I can say, I think this is one of the program where they make them get the highest funding in the government. We are used to this Sef-Gen talk about infrastructure. How many new schools where this government don't build, we don't know. If we not even tell God thank you for other partners, then where we can team up and renovate some school them and build few, I think if for don't day outside we day or something, for don't go the worst because most of them building there will be they don't collapse. And then we are really Sef-Gen they talk of even the constraints where the teachers them they undergo, when this government not able to take responsible. You know, they're not responsible for them people and for them teachers that they ate. I don't know if now they can forget the responsibility as a government when they try for making them in the area where they say now the flagship program when education. But no, my people them, all this not they happen. Now, the food where they not table not enough. They don't go call more people and say, una can't help, una can't join me for it. What is the one they mean? The things that where they at hand right now in education, now we get 3 streams where science, you know, arts and commercial. They're not able to handle them. It's now the one can add 2 where we see teachers they go for them pay. When they see people they report the time when teachers are supposed to come to classroom for can't teach them. Maybe that teacher gets time to go conduct extra class when he gets money. And they decide for body, he left the school picking them. It happened from primary, secondary, and university level. Now, here we can play them videos them did for Una. So the biggest question now when we get, I don't want to talk about who, because they said, Jen don't tell me everything. And me and you know what they go on right now when it comes to education business. My question now is, this government, they able man the affairs of what they want can do. So as well as sister, they ask if this government really get all what it takes for can put this kind of responsibility again now we had because teacher or lecturer then they grumble. And for make you get a better student at university, it starts from that secondary school where you come on for can go to that university. If you're not able to get no better knowledge than that secondary, what do you expect if this man go to university? What do you expect if this woman, this girl picking go to university? Well, now they say that they can't add them for make it go 5. But this is not the question now what we need for ask them because this actual monkey ask sometimes now in the make they grumble as they become and say New Direction will fail for ask them. This is not time, not 9 minutes because campaign time day and that. Now that they count things and they count things and they count things and for make people that can see they say they're serious. All along when they get ample time for sidom for a rate of them things are not count there. When time not short, they don't count there. But waiting, they go able to them, able to ask them people they are. If they don't put everything in place for can add their particular stream where they say that they can add.
Well, I think say now that we want to touch bits inside the issue of this stream. One more time I press. Now a good thing for let we get to picking them for specialize in different other areas. But the problem also a day now where they not get the manpower, they not get the teachers them for handle the subjects them. They not get the space for able for divide the picking them. This not the problem. This not the problem. Teachers, you know they manufacture them. They are not system, not process. But if you want force them, you dey ruin the educational system. We can begin seeing massive failure again. We don't want that. Una really they put some effort. Although una get the other part of them back, when are the sonko part, but still, una keep this space where una dey go with rather than una count other problem. Ebo, you not done with one problem for settle a free quality education. You dey go count other one. Okay, now you want for really be free, messy education. Please, we don't want for see that kind of situation there. Please, please, please. Una really look into that one day and see what thing una can do for adjust the whole system. We really need quality for we picking them. Please, today we dey celebrate una good work una don dey do. As una don give we plenty likes, comments, share. Una don dey really support we plus una subscribe or subscription. Please, let me appeal to una. We need more. The more una give we, the more people go able for discover this thing and benefit from wetin you already don dey benefit. We bad day. In December, interestingly, we no able reach the target. The term don dey pass. But we no say no more, we dey reach to that day. The term don dey pass. So please, as you watch right now, it's for the like button. We can't go inside the issue of corruption. It do so, bro. Corruption, yeah. Back and go. We tired. People them una listen, eh? Corruption.
We left for this say we not busy.
Okay.
Corruption, na the reason we dey suffer like Uda de na prison. Kapu don't misuse we budget.
Chap. 1 million.
How comes Diamond turn so? You ain't the boss. No, you step not to cause. TVTP. Jankoliko.
All 10 and they say voucher loss. And then we chen ojuko koro. Good road no day. Light no day. We country.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Carry because it don't pass like
right now they both the money they way down the loss. It don't pass mark. But Uda for all are just ginger and gin, vem. Okay.
Na remix.
So the fight against corruption. Now a big call where we caretaker being called. But hit for the like button, please, if you appreciate the information. Share the program and leave your comment down. Yeah? If you're not subscribed to this program yet, please do so now. Please do it with the big. Alright. Corruption is a big call. And a call where the caretaker have been done call we all for let we join them. He say we need for join them in the fight against corruption. That is a good call. We join them. The Africanist press decide for take the lead. But it's like say the lead we Africanist press don't take, don't torment them. It's like say the audit service we can do that kind of work they don't torment them. Because we always tell you say you only the smell you earn because you play with something where they smell. So the way our thing don't they go now, they don't begin run after the one them we're supposed to run after them. Okay, let's talk on this other way. You get the prey and then you get waiting. The predator. Now, the one we're supposed, okay, let's put her in the Dennis Bright voice. The puss we're supposed for run after the arata. Now the arata, they run after the puss. Let's look at this other way. The anti-corruption, no, the audit service we're supposed for run after the government officials them where they mismanage with government couple. Now the table don't turn. The government now they run after the audit service. Not because then they audit them for bad work, but because they no want to let them expose waiting then they do. But this now be a beautiful call where we young caretaker, me uncle we are proud of, where he call we all for join them. He really call we all for join them. Amongst the things them where he first of all begin talk, the term where he not been become caretaker yet. Now some of them things they are, it been begin for say. He say the way how the APC they misuse the country in money, they spend wetin e call like drunken sailor. Ladies and gentlemen, please, una help me welcome me own uncle, the wonderful caretaker of we yard, the man we don set record na we yard, the man we don call we for help and fight corruption, but now he don torment because he don turn the corruption. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the great caretaker of all, the wonderful caretaker wey we don't ever get, as in the first caretaker where the audit report don't say he go forge people hotel receipt and can present fake receipts. The first caretaker where the audit report don't say he mix by wetin dem call possible money laundering. The first caretaker wey dem say he do wetin dem call double dipping. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as we take ourselves back to the time where we been dey do the campaign, wetin he say, and then we go give you a small of in 3 years wetin he say. We dey come back just now.
We have a serious problem with our economy. And to deal with this problem, we have to introduce some discipline in the way we spend the people's money. First is expenditure control. The APC government has been spending like drunken sailors. This sort of reckless spending on the part of the government has created serious challenges for the people of this country. We have to introduce stringent measures. We also have to mobilize domestic revenue. There is excessive expenditure on foreign travels. There is also a lot of use of foreign exchange on contracts within the country. These are things that we have to stop. This expectation not alone, now we get for change. Nobody not the change economy overnight. And I not even talk about traveling. Now you don't talk about traveling, so I will cancel that. Because
the allegations and where they come out, so now they spend
yes, allegations. But when you watch Gigi Snow, when the kind bad name will be get around the world, when I asked the ambassador, they almost drove on a meeting na Moscow. Why? Because of the kind of reputation we will contribute on get. If you not send somebody there, you not go there and clear that reputation. Most of what we able to do, not from we national budget, now from outside. If you not go clear that your reputation, then that reputation with the country don't get. Who say you they go? We always talk about donors and development. But if you get an awful reputation, who say they say you not serious, now thief no more you depend, you know they account for anything, then you need for clear travel. Now the only country this who say then they ask who say the president they go. All of the meetings then where they say at the travel, and they meet all the other heads of state that day. So when I want make we day as a pariah state, who say we know they go, who say we competent day, we are go Russia. All the 54 heads of state were there. Where go China, they were all there. Where go Shogun, where the Commonwealth, they were all there. So how now make we be part of the international community without we not go there? I have to be there. And Namina the only one where they travel inside passenger plane. Now West Africa, yeah, maybe me and Liberia. All the other one they get in plane. Because of the same sort of attitude we get towards enough for travel. I not lack for travel, I not lack for claiming inside plane. But I take this responsibility, and traveling a part of that responsibility. And so that comparison.
Well, of course, when I don't hear you waiting caretaker, you don't come and talk. from where it began in talk on the 2018 presidential debates, it they emphasize say we get a big problem, but we're going to solve this problem until we can know when and how then they spend, because not to will, then they spend the country in money. Well, at that time they be angry. That time they be hot for the seats. That time they not even know what it takes to rule a country. That time they, if you don't aim for kind of so many countries them where it not be fortunate for no, we give them the trust as it did it right now. Of course, we all don't see, and we still see waiting to go on inside corruption business where he say it can fix. But we got like to today, we not go one talk, we jump topic. Most of the corruption business we they do them today inside their own videos them on things them where they happen. We talk small, we play something, you see, you listen for yourself. So you know come and say, na Bible and Shembepie just talk am. For make una know the kind caretaker bio where we they talk and the caretaker bio where we get right now yard. I left you me brother.
All right, so the time where this caretaker na be opposition leader, it been give we sweet word them, and all of them things then they nothing will make we fall for them and say it really get idea and it go can change the situation for we. But it unfortunate for say waiting a preach and waiting it teach and waiting it do now na two different things. It make we go back to one word where then that we get them, some of them pastor they are. We can tell we say, do as I say, don't do as I do. This man be make we them time and day. We feel say, it make we feel say the last government, they all na been thief man. They make we feel say the kind of bad thing them when that government they been they do. It don't really about the country. They make we feel like for say the audit report now be one of the best documents wherever we don't get inside the country. And now this audit report, because of the professionalism where they use for do their work, we don't see the kind way how the government by then under former caretaker Ernest by Kuruma, how then the damage with economy and thief. Because them mismanagement here of the funds, they want the way then they go wrong way for do. All of them and they get big books them. Imran, the term be the work 98. Imran, Sila, the car with big book where I saw the audit report, the pack them. We did talk about them because I be the moderate program for them. It did make we feel really say yes, this government they really don't thief. That was the APC. But now they don't come inside. The interesting part of all of this thing, now it tell we something where na a contrary to what he say. It touched on the area of, he said travelenty. He said one thing where this government, apart from the reckless spending, this government fasting oversee travel. He said the government, they pay attention per oversee travel. You know, so all of them things then they, and if you look at that's not been true. It be really they talk true. But it's unfortunate for say when these governments come, it can't touch things them way past waiting the other government been they do. So this now the other part of this thing where we talk about right now. Now, when they come, then set up wetin dem call the government transition team, and then put together the report wey na im born the COI, Commission of Inquiry. And then when they set up the Commission of Inquiry, before they set them up, they bin come up with a finding. And inside this finding, they tell we say this particular Commission of Inquiry go be the last wey go ever exist. Well, we can see wetin dey really happen. Whether we will get another Commission of Inquiry or we no go get any Commission of Inquiry after this particular moment. In the meantime, let me listen to this as we been dey talk those days about the Commission of Inquiry, the term wey dem put together the report for start the commission. We come back just now.
The commissions we are tasked with conducting independent, fair, thorough, and impartial investigations into allegations of corruption and abuse of public office, and to make relevant findings and appropriate recommendations. All persons who we are summoned to the commissions of inquiry, we are not summoned because of their ethnic group, their religion, or their political party. They were summoned because they had been entrusted with the supreme responsibility to serve Sierra Leone. It is their conduct as individuals and their decisions while they served this country that were the subject of close scrutiny by the commissions. So these commissions of inquiry should also serve as a strong warning to serving officials that you have a duty of care to make the best decisions and act always in the best interest of citizens of this country and of the nation. The Commission of Inquiry gave an opportunity to the people of this country to ardently follow the stewardship of persons in authority and see firsthand how some of those persons betrayed the public trust that was reposed in them by the people of Sierra Leone. We've had several commissions of inquiry in post-independence Sierra Leone. But Sierra Leoneans seem to have learned little to nothing from those past inquiries. We are determined to make this the last commission of inquiry in this country. This is not the usual charge, convict, levy tepid punishments, and reinstitute or reinstate as soon as citizens turn the other way. Once and for all, we are determined to draw a line.
Well, of course, the people we don't hear it. Waiting caretaker bio. Don't talk to win at the screen. Of course, now a video you self don't see them before this time, but we bring them to you for make we able to remind you of waiting if you don't talk and the things them where they go on right now. When they take small inside a talk, a reach one side, the first is say this not the last commission of inquiry. What does that mean? Meaning then we're able to fix this in the way where we still learn the say yes, that people are ready for fix corruption now we are. But as he puts out what they say, it will be the last. So what did they go on? It don't look like, it don't mention, it don't near to waiting a talk. Louis Jom, he used one word there back say, this commission of inquiry, they're not bring them because of the political party where you belong. They're not bring them because of the tribe where you belong. They're not bring them because of you not support them according to the words them way you use. But here is a case, Pambulem. This is simple mathematics. Now we look what they go on right now inside corruption business. You get set of people, if really purely, as what Kabio say, the COI, no, they go after people because of their political party or their tribe. But we see people, when me and you know, so they corrupt during the APC time. I can name you few. The Sandy, the Ali Kabas, and others. Where are they today? Their name not show up. But now this caretaker, he been brave for talk say the COI is the exception of the people. Because you come out now another political party or because of the tribe where you belong. But now then two things are exactly it can display in Bobo, now them they can display. Because as I mentioned earlier, you get people when it's Babala money, Babala money, but they still they work under the regime of caretaker bio. Why they not call them anti-corruption for investigate them? Because now it's right people because they been play on the hand game now the former regime for can't join the present regime. So if the caretaker of all come and tell we say the COI no go for who that not to SLPP that just put them that way they or who that not to Eon tribe where in a favor me when they talk to you so I really doubt. I really doubt. Because if now as we talk, we still now we go proper into corruption. Even in the caretaker where they talk to right now, they need for indicter. But as we all know, it not go possible for now. But when the people that they work with APC, where today as we talk, they work with SLPP, where they don't eat Babala couple inside this country, where to make they don't even call them anti-corruption. This is not my question.
You all answer.
I'll thank you. I know say some people say.
They not call them anti-corruption because we country Sierra Leone. Before this term, we been get one country for one set of people them where we all na be one. But as we dey talk so, now we get two sets of citizens. We get two sets of Sierra Leoneans. We get the real Sierra Leoneans and we get the fake Sierra Leoneans them. The real Sierra Leoneans, now the one them where they do things them and nothing or they come up being done. Now the one where go commit crime, but nothing the police go just team up and fall in and bending back. They watch them. Now the one where go get fed, then go even push policeman, the police go the big and back, do ya una left. And that's now the one them when are SLPP and are the true Sierra Leonean them. You get the fake one them where they now then are the criminals them where if then the workers self na street suffer they sing then they can meet them fire tear gas for them use baton for them and push them inside cell. You get the one then day where it be for say if even self corruption be don't happen 30 years then go back into the archive bring the young case come up because then are the fake Sierra Leoneans and are them belong to the to the opposition or to the average class of Sierra Leoneans. Whereas the real Sierra Leoneans them then get the own way of doing things. Corruption will come, then go point finger at them, say they don't corrupt, they don't give all kind of evidence. But at the same time, you will get anti-corruption commission where they come and say we go send them go na control mechanism because this na systemic problem. So we go correct them now and then for tomorrow let not happen again. But whereas the same crime, other person go do them, then go charge them, then go embarrass them, then go molest them, then go jail them. In fact, then go even seize in bail because them na fake Sierra Leoneans and then belongs to the average Sierra Leonean or the opposition. So now, I don't answer your question.
Well, because you don't reach that side, inside it, now there will be get Ben KAIFALA. When we come and tell me, say, in no the left, no sacred cow. But as still they go on right now, I really want for many people to hear waiting Ben KAIFALA talk at that time they end waiting in they do right now before people they can judge this case here where we live.
The important one is the perception of the people of Sierra Leone when it comes to the fight against corruption. I think they inherit a fight whereby the people who are supposed to be the most important warriors in the fight not being believed very much, say there is seriousness in the fight against corruption. And I think say that now a challenge when we get, and I want work and assure the people of Sierra Leone for join me, for change their perception, for make them believe. And I know they ask them for believing what they do based on coming to the radio, for example, and just talking. I want to let them judge me by my actions them over the next 1, 2, 3 months. Then we'll see say this is a serious fight. And if the government continue for support me as they have started, I think say we'll be able to change that particular perception there within a matter of weeks, if not weeks, but it will be in months, but less than 3 months. And once we able to do that, the fight against corruption will be better because the people are useful. And therefore get confidence for report corruption and corrupt practices. And therefore get confidence in the system where they try them, so that they will able to come forward with issues there. Without them, the fight against corruption will be very difficult.
They talk about the perception of Sierra Leoneans on the fight against corruption. Women say people are not done to radiate for join the commission and other people for fight corruption as alone. Waiting are your own strategy we carry it, because we don't hear about different strategy them for fight corruption. For example, the pay no bribe campaign where they give couple to anybody we go report corruption offense them, but still people not willing according to you for fight corruption. What you plan for do for let's Sierra Leone and take up ownership on the fight against corruption?
Well, like as Bidon say, the first thing is to back up words with action. You promise the people of Sierra Leone say they get for see people them we corrupt turn into models of corruption by standing and being prosecuted in court, so they can point to them to say, yes, it did, this happened, and I can assure you say this is going to happen on a scale that has never been seen before. And I also make sure say I engage them. We get a very vibrant public education department at the commission, the directors and deputy directors and their staff. We therefore make sure say they expand the scope of operation. We therefore expand the pay no bribe campaign. We been supported by DFID, but we don't reduce the funding, and we try for get government for take ownership of them and support we in that. So attacking the perception of the people has begun by the declaration of war on corruption. The next thing is to see that real examples are set, and that is exactly what we are going to do. One key area of that fight therefore be the anti-corruption court we will therefore set up. We engage in such a way that it will be accessible to the press. People then go able to see what exactly they happen at that court. We strengthen the prosecutors them. We hope now for able to build the capacity by bringing in more prosecutors. People then we go join the one they already did for CC cases then happen faster and better over a shorter period of time. So the moment we begin do all the things the day, or we continue for do all the things the day, I think say the public will realize say this is no longer the shadow boxing, but it's real fight against corruption.
From your words and that of the president, you can always say we fight corruption. You get for each a time corruption go fight back. How prepared Mr. KAIFALA for ensure say no matter challenges where corruption throw at you, go stand firm and deliver on your words them we don't get to salon people and say we they lead the war for fight corruption?
I think they are physically, mentally and emotionally prepared for this job. And I know it's a dangerous one. It gets more dangerous when you start delivering on the things you are saying. I think say it even becomes more dangerous when you start going closer to the people who appointed you. But one thing I assure the people of Sierra Leone is that the fight against corruption is going to be fair but fierce. So I am not going to look at my mandate now for investigate past, present and future corruption. I am going to focus on that. And I don't want to know whether the person involved was an ex-government official or a present government official or a future government official. My mandate is to investigate past, present and future corruption. I'm going to do that. At any time when I think say in practicable for me I can able to do that, I'm going to waiting for do.
Francis Ben KAIFALA become and promise me. We can always call this man in him and they do the action because of the kind of work where he embarked on. Because when you listen this promise where it become and promise me, for measure the work where it do right now, the cup is still empty. It become and tell we watch them. Where we as Sierra Leoneans, they look up to them watch them day for see how they able to implement their watch them day for make able to get the praise where it for be deserved to we. But in this case, it is a no. In this case, it not able to meet that level where immediate try for talk say it reach, it not reach there. But they get one word in papa, in uncle, in brother way appointer. He use word that same word they caretaker bio, now the same word he use and he still he use them. Waiting at the word, Ben KAIFALA we sit down, he watching at the screen show. Now he come and tell we say in 2, 3, 4 months, when they don't get this mandate, people of Sierra Leone will go still say he ready and prepare for fight corruption. And he use other words them who said they ask them, say, he get for reach a peak where this corruption get for fight itself, meaning the people them where they na your side, they get for involved in corruption. How in feel say it able to manage for fix them people and they say mentally, physically, morally, it don't prepare for can fix them. But make me and you to do the simple mathematics as still they go on right now. It also use a word say, and they try for prosecute case them for make we still say the case them they go fast. Now we begin from the case them they go fast. The only case them where we still say that they go fast in these days of Ben KAIFALA, now case them where they come up from the opposition. Now them they go fast. Now them they go the way where in one go with them. Make I draw your attention where in people them, in uncle in papa, excuse me, they connive naya in woman, they connive the thiefress. Just an example. Then take the minister, then push him aside, caretaker bio, take a phone, a make call, and get interest on this case. Me woman and people them where are trust involved. But KAIFALA reply and for say, pa no worry, now you put me there. I know exactly what they do. And they can play with the people of Sierra Leone, their mindset. What did he do? He refract that case. He not go no side. They not reinstate the minister. We still say the minister come and talk. He cry just of joy because he knows say na camouflage the deeper. That case not go no side. We see a case where they allege say in papa when a bio, in mama where advocates for him, where they commend them to bio for when they appoint them at this position. Who said allege say it is plenty couple. What see this man come and do? The command where Fatima bio give this man for say before they investigate him, therefore go start from the former caretaker in woman when I see Anyama Kuruma. And indeed, he implements that side there when a commander.
Bible.
Shembe Pierre.
What's the problem?
I not a problem. I just want for me. Make people when they forget, reflect their mind back.
You tell we say today you didn't make the thing, the video talk for himself. Bible.
Indeed.
Left for Tawapa me uncle in case.
Arrest me case.
You say, I want just take from Musa, you stop quick. You say, the case then they go faster when it comes to the opposition.
Yes.
What about if me uncle tell you, say, all man way in the employ, where in the give job, not to thief man?
Well, I think if you talk that one day so, people will talk about say, Shembe Pierre, now they just don't invite for talk about. Make people a hearing for themselves before they can talk on top of it. We get the place for today.
And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves.
For yourself, waiting caretaker you come and talk. It's not confidence one. He wear white, he wear check cap, he know the flame in God. He wears also na ayampi arata school. and then they come and tell me, say, the people them, when they walk under them, they're not a thief, man. You know they call it tifo. Okay. So you don't see, you see the role now the word where Fatima say,
okay, wait, Bible, slow down. Why the rush? Uncle, why the rush? Why the rush? You don't
say what's that uncle in talk? Me body they bet.
Good. APC, una mentally unbalanced. Listen to this. They say they call anybody we in don't give job thief money. Like you go quick one a Fireborn. The one that where they pickpocket, where they do them bad thing and then sabi themselves, you know that, eh? Where they shinka and all. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
You don't ever hear whether they pickpocket calling company thief man. Yeah, do that. Again, name say they call a senior man.
It's not possible.
They call a senior man. Eh?
Of course.
Aha. Hey, senior man, what's up? Hey, brah, what's up? Or you say that in buy now, I man. But you know they ever say
yeah, man. I man, yeah, man.
So, because he not say inactive man, he copy back native man, but he not go call native man. And they respect him because na game. But na profession. Pickpocket self na senior profession. So you see? Now, caretaker bio no say in a klepto. He no say most of the one the way he give job na kleptomanians. But he no go call them so. Of course, you no expect them for call them so. Why you for call them so? Huh? You no need for call them so. You need for respect. I think the game look give them some respect small bit. Eh? May you know the game. So look, you let make get respect small bit. So now you don't see. I call her Alpha Timbo. The rest what you talk about. The Minister of Finance now as we talk so. They're not been telling you say they catch and pantif.
Oh yeah.
They're not rushed in case pass on a court quick one, then clear out of corruption, say not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
As court declare and say not guilty, what happen?
What you expect to get for happen?
They call her Indian job. Minister of Finance, Gingy.
Therefore we estate up. Or change up.
This man say, let we not use an allegation for pull some of the good name of people them where they don't work for long years. Of course. Caretaker be other work for a good name. From where they work for a good name. So let them not use few forgery for pull in name. So these are the things them we really they go on na the country. A really serious na the country. In the case of Usai Ben KAIFALA say this job get for be really tough. Now we don't see say we don't reach na the days where the job don't really tough for Ben KAIFALA. You know why it's tough? Because now from last year to this year, it just they go near the one them where get a job like the Fatima. When Fatima audit report blast for him 2019 say he used plenty billions of leons wey not able to account for 50 leons. 50 leons so wetin Ben KAIFALA say? Say dem dey send and go na systemic problem. He said this thing don't happen long term. If na like go back to Cialo go watch. Okay, now it come, no see case. Okay, still we need for correct. I'll put on a control mechanism. Yeah? But let's tell you something. Today, when Ben KAIFALA, when they run after the APC people, now the minister they run after for corruption, they not ever go to permanent secretary. Now the minister, all the one they went up in permanent secretary under where they run after, then free them all from corruption charges. Now the minister then, guess what he say now? Let's play something for you. Please just listen to this here. I plan for you now WhatsApp because I'll not be able to put them together. Please, I want to take una time and just listen to this. Let's see, listen.
charge of finances in this institution, I have given a blanket instruction that if they cannot provide sufficient explanation as to why they were captured in the audit report in this way, then they should be detained pending a clear investigation into the issue. If not, they are going to be detained over the Christmas period. This audit report for 2020 will be an example of our ability, our will, our desire, our courage, our strength to employ everything, whether spiritual or physical, to fight corruption in Sierra Leone. Sometimes when we do these things, people say, oh, you should go for the minister. The minister cannot provide an explanation at this stage. Except if you come with the finance person, or the admin person, or the procurement person, and they point to them. But it is more likely that it is those who are responsible for the administrative setup who can provide the tool. And we are going to go after them very strongly to ensure that we have information.
So now you don't understand who I come from. In the days of the APC, when Ben KAIFALA they run after, and not the run after financial, and not the run after permanent secretary, he run after the head of the ministries then. But now it don't reach to the young picking them. It don't reach to the Ministry of Misinformation. They no will touch them people, and it don't reach to the Minister of Education, the Ministry of Education. It don't reach to the Ministry of Finance, JJ Safa. So now, then they bypass them all. Say now, we don't need for go for the head because they not go provide an explanation. We need for go for the permanent secretaries. But in the case of where then they run after the previous government, now the head then they go for. So you see how the bouting don't tough. Indeed, Ben KAIFALA talk and say it could be very difficult for them, especially when it go very close to the one that we get a job. And the one that we they answer, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, say bra, yes sir. So you see, arrested because they not done it to the count order and back, but arrested, you see, who side will they come up from? I'd let's give firstly Cham Small.
Well, I just want to play more things for people, make them step, see and hear. So nobody, they go to it tomorrow say, now we just make up a story against you, uncle. Never mind now, uncle, but no one get back there.
Well, don't listen this other half part. It continue.
Many issues related to overseas imprint not properly retired, overseas travel expenses to various countries, register issues, funds utilized for activities that were not properly provided. There are people in the office of the president who are responsible for this. Administrative staff, the state chief of protocol, the secretary to president, there are other people who have all these responsibilities. We are going to make sure that whosoever that is responsible for providing those explanations provides the explanation to us as to why they were not provided to the auditors. Frankly, some of the issues, we see them as straightforward. A receipt that was issued for hotel and other things, these are things that should not have any back and forth at all. It's a question of just checking to make sure that things are done properly. Let me make it clear at this stage, because I have seen a lot of people make reference to the fact they think that the Anti-Corruption Commission, the target should now be the president of Sierra Leone. If the SEC does not arrest the president of Sierra Leone, it means the SEC is not doing a job. You are making a serious error of judgment, because the Constitution itself clearly provides that no action, civil or criminal, can be taken against a sitting president of Sierra Leone while he is president. So if you think, sitting at home, or you journalists think that the SEC is going to arrest the president tomorrow, it is not my mistake. I know the law. It is your own mistake. But also, what we can do is to work with the presidency, and I must repeat again, the president has been very supportive of the fight against corruption, both in action and in words.
Okay. Wait. Not on. Like, this particular part of the talk is sweet. It's sweet. Please, hold on. It's too sweet. So, when we take the audio, let's go back and listen back if the audio and the video not the same, yeah? But sometimes you know, that's why they not to Ben KAIFALA, not just not Ben KAIFALA talk so. Talk to no more, not to Ben KAIFALA.
You feel saying a clone?
Yes. Okay, low listen and back bar. If na Ben KAIFALA, me I don't know. Low listen this other bar, but they come back just now.
Let me make it clear at this stage, because I have seen a lot of people make reference to the fact they think that they have been on the commission. The target should now be the president of Sierra Leone. If the ACC does not arrest the president of Sierra Leone, it means the ACC is not doing the job. You are making a serious error of judgment. Because the constitution itself clearly provides that no action, civil or criminal, can be taken against the president of Sierra Leone while he's president. So if you think, sitting at home, or you journalists think that the ACC is going to arrest the president, it is not my mistake. I know the law. It is your own mistake. But also, what we can do is to work with the presidency, and I want to repeat again. The president has been very supportive of the fight against corruption, both in action and in words. Therefore, when issues have been flagged surrounding the presidency, I am sure it will provide necessary support for us to be able to look into it and come up with an independent assessment of those issues. But if anybody's expectation is that the president should now be elected because all these are flagged issues in the presidency, I am sorry. The constitution says it can happen. I am not the violator of the constitution. But I also know that these issues really don't concern the president cause, even though the president is more about those around president who make payments, who issue receipts, who do things. You don't expect the president to be the one who's starting and to make payments for receipts, or to be the one who pay for his own hotel, or to be transferring voucher, or certainly to be the one who provides documents to auditors. It is other members in the presidency who have this responsibility, and those people are not immune by the constitution. Therefore, we check with them to understand what happened.
So you don't hear it. We first put another phone, but for make you confirm, I'm say na Afro boy, na incessant talk, the words them na EO mot in life fake mot like the way put on the now then the words them come on. You don't stand for yourself. I tell you just no say today the videos them they speak for themselves. Even the law not for even get say where they quote waiting KAIFALA they talks to KAIFALA even for able inviting Papa for anything when a corruption. If KAIFALA not able to invite in brother them, in sister them, where right now they corrupt, what you not expect. So this not something we get for do with me and you. This not issue when I me and you issue. You feel say the corruption when people are saying the effects not true fights then deeper or worse. The word I see what is scratch.
I don't tell you something. Ben KAIFALA, we don't tell you. They still go on this point saying it could be tough. The fight against corruption could be tough, especially when they go very close to the one that we get on job. We don't reach them. We don't reach the Waterloo. It is clear. Because law, they when they protect the caretaker, that is why we get the most powerful arm of government when a parliament. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because some of them can public embarrassment, can international embarrassment here for the first time inside the country. They point corruption to the president. Say he makes pan forgery. Can I explain gonna this thing? Because right now, all man they come and say, no, not to the president they handle this. If you go inside the audit report, I attempt for go inside it. I attempt for go there. The reason why they go inside the audit report, I want to show you something. Because nothing all day, where then people are the scope or whatever I call them, or where they need to do in consultation with the caretaker. None they do anything without they not consult the caretaker. You can't understand waiting exactly I mean or waiting at the try for talk about. Please just give me some sec. Let I pop up the document for you. Let you safe see exactly waiting at the try for talk about. Okay. A project. I go inside the document and let us show you something, yeah? Upon where they don't talk about all them things they are, okay? The overseas travel and all. Let we go and let you know, say, all of them things are the scope, the do in accordance with waiting the caretaker say, yeah? Let we see. Make we see something quick. I highlight something there, last if na yeah. They say the secretary to the president, when at the SP, in his response said, this office believes that the money is in question, that is the 135,000 United States dollar provided as impress for His Excellency the President and the First Lady was utilized for the purpose. Retirement detail in respect of impress paid to His Excellency the President will, however, henceforth be obtained in accordance with public financial management audits. So this is not what I want. This not exactly what I want. So what I go do, I go carry you go down back small bits, la watch. I just want to see if you see exactly waiting me save the see. I want you go down small bits, but in the meantime, please just give me some time. Let remove this thing na the corner so you see something where I want for show you really. Please, just patience me small bits, please. Good. I just want for get a proper projection. Like you go downside small bit here, let you see waiting the audit report say and waiting the SP say with regards then couple them. When it be they talk about then double payment when they give, we'll say we talk about double dipping. Double dipping basically where the same person for the same thing then give money to them. Now not double dipping. Then give them money for per diem. Then they come back, then give them same money for per diem. Let you can hear waiting then say but the president who side and pull that authority there. Let me go down. Official response. The SP in his response said, please be informed that the choice of the company was not done through the office of State Chief of Protocol. After consultation with His Excellency the President. Now this I want for proof to you because people then they come and say from Ben KAIFALA to the Minister of Misinformation they say not to the President they handle couple. Listen, waiting the office of the President, the Chief of Protocol, waiting in say I repeat, la put on for you let see. Let you know say all waiting them people here so they do. The President, what we call the caretaker, are aware of everything. Listen to this so you will get points for argue anybody at any point in time. Upon where they don't say, no, not to the president for handle this, the president not get anti money business. I will be not tell you say anything where they do then the consult them. Listen to official response from the audit report of 2020. He say, the SP in his response said, please be informed that the choice of the company was not done through the Office of State of Chief Protocol. Basically, they talk about the plane, that jet, were private jets. Then say, after consultation with His Excellency the President, it should be noted that the security, okay, let me leave this and let me go to another side. Yeah, let me leave this and go to another side. Let's take you down to another side. Like you go down small, please. Like you go down small. Yeah. Let me go to other side. Who say you say? Regarding the payment of the essay, let's look at here again. Look here, please. Listen or waiting and say na yaso. We very key. And this na the debunk waiting misinformation minister say it the debunk waiting Francis Ben KAIFALA say. Listen o. He say regarding payment of DSA above the normal rates. Yeah? Please see a minute of in respect of an appeal for additional fund to be made available to the delegates given the expensive rates of hotel accommodation in Lebanon at that time. The circumstances at that time also warranted the officers to be in the same hotel with the president. Listen this, so the observation that has to do with the refund of 500, okay, this in thing. So basically, nothing all day where they do, where they not they do in consultation with the caretaker. Let me go down small bits. I want to show you another thing. It is difficult. No, read the back here. It is difficult. Please, let's just get to again highlighted point. It is difficult to understand and appreciate the fact that money spent by the president on his officers. No, come on. It is difficult to understand and appreciate the fact that money spent by the president on his officers would be regarded as double dipping. Listen, oh, then say money when the president spend and pay officer them. Yeah, you do understand it? All of the coin they go back to the president because anything where they do, then the consultant, the them not do, waiting for do, increase them. Waiting for do, let another to, low we go no more. Listen this. It say the money spent by the president on his officers will be regarded as double dipping. Since the officials did not put in request for this, and that the money was given voluntarily by the president. Brother, you dey understand wetin I dey talk?
Yeah.
Ben KAIFALA say, not to the president they do spending. Misinformation say, not to the president they do spending. Then get staff. But, then fail for no say, then staff they are. Not they do anything. Like for example, the scope. Now in personal and person. Where anything na in yes, na in yai, na in mot. Anything where scope one for do. If na scope na in forge receipt to anything where one for do. They can say, this na the situation, no, waiting for do. The pa go say, hey, bo, okay, do and so. Or you just make your idea where we come. So, whatever thing he do in consultation. This na the scope in response to the audit. Yeah? Let me continue for say again. What he say? He said this gesture is common. Listen on at the scope. This gesture is common with every president from time immemorial. This is also a common practice between senior officers and their junior across all ministries, departments, agencies. You understand? So now, they always become until we say, the president no get an. This na the scope in official response to the audit report. Now, until we say anything we do, now the president they do am with. So, how comes Ben KAIFALA? They say this man no get an pan the issue of I call him money. Abeg, long listen back with
corruption, money business.
Many issues related to overseas imprint not properly retired, overseas travel expenses to various countries.
Oh, sorry. I'll take them again. Sorry.
Overseas travel expenses to various countries, register issues, funds utilized for activities that were not properly provided. There are people in the office of the president who are responsible for this. Administrative staff, the state chief of protocol, the secretary to president, there are other people who have all these responsibilities. We are going to make sure that whosoever that is responsible for providing those explanations provides the explanation to us as to why they were not provided to the auditors. Frankly, some of the issues, we see them as straightforward. A receipt that was issued for hotel and other things, these are things that should not have any back and forth at all. It's a question of just checking to make sure that things are done properly. Let me make it clear at this stage, because I have seen a lot of people made reference to the fact they think that the Anti-Corruption Commission The target should now be the president of Sierra Leone. If the ACC does not arrest the president of Sierra Leone, it means the ACC is not doing a job. You are making a serious error of judgment. Because the Constitution itself clearly provides that no action, civil or criminal, can be taken against a sitting president of Sierra Leone.
Okay, I think that is cool. We understand that part there. But the side way very difficult. Now the side where then say the president not to in the arrange all of them things in the whereas the one day where the arrange them say then do in consultation. And if they don't do in consultation, it means say na in do am. So now it clear from the report say the president, I will not say the office, the president forge person in receipt, person in hotel receipt where he go lie say he pay or not pay. The president involved in possible money laundering. The president put on what they call double dipping, where then they give 2 per diem to 1 green person for the same thing. It is clear. Arrest me case and arrest me case on that.
Maybe biggest shame we are sitting with right now. Now, Usai, we own caretaker, we own president, go forge hotel receipt. And if I tell you say this thing don't go worldwide, no one believe. Today, against Nigeria friend, we take this thing mock me. Say, una president, he do the cheapest criminal acts. By him go sit down at a corner and forge receipts. SLPP, and that's for you go for the trouble. SLPP are for do Fiduni 2023 na problem for una. Sierra Leone, we government they change na problem for una. Na Sierra Leone, elect the wire run then jump first, they block their foot. Now here we go sit down back they talk for the next government for go pull them from that hospital and can indict them and can ask them question and can remove them babala couple where the niggas here they take. You go get a set of people no more away from a squad because this is not called a government. Now a squad, they pick all the adopt man them from the roots. Take hand on. Everybody na hungry lion. Everybody na empty pocket. Everybody na the empty account. But as we they talk today, the accounts they all the smile. As we they talk today, this caretaker therefore be the biggest or one of the richest caretaker we don't thief in country. Go to other people in country. And it therefore be one of the caretaker we get for regret in life. We get for regret in thief when you don't thief. Go with them. Because me and you, when they suffer, they pay tax. Whether they take them money, they go with so. This will cry, where we cry. It therefore affect this caretaker. That first money, where it will thief go Ghana, where it go misuse them dupe them, where we all swear be fall like and back, you don't able to enjoy that money. Day. We go say that one day small. This gets for be the worst thing in life. And mind you, this one and his squad makes them not get for go free. Trust me. Now here we go sit on back talker. A adopt caretaker like caretaker be all be the see in the well on my jeep crepe them. Now in the loot we so today, in the use travel for thief we. Now because you know say Lord they will cover and say since he didn't have the seat for us, we're not going able to hold them. They're not going able to ask them question when it comes in corruption business, not a problem. Time go fit clock. That hour, that day, that minute, that second, it is done. We caretaker be all the grab. We go begin call them back. The former caretaker, now they tell other people they come and choke them for make it vomit all them on here where it they pull so. And since they choke in it, now they get for the call them. Ben Felkala, what they call us so. Ben KAIFALA, you guys I can't vomit because he's showing at the commissioner right now. He handled by corruption business. He did a thingy one. If they call them one by one, they were they can answer with questions them. They were God. Some of they just they pray. Let 2023 it be like now it's waiting happen. Because as long as we the people don't get there where they go. Who don't mind caretaker bio. All the strategy the way they make sensors, make the Hispanic people them tomorrow for make the way who come up for go vote. Nah lie. Me, I believe the people of Sierra Leone, when they get somebody, they go. And when they go, then they come back. Because they are able to win. Now we give them position. Now we give them position. Now we give them time for it. When they can eat now, small way escape, they don't want left for we. They are then they pull on. Trust me. So if you feel say because of that law will cover you, that small law will cover you, you for misbehave, you travel the tip money like I the tip and so. So they are all representative, they were ambassadors them day. Because if you want for they loot money in the account them, riffraff for make he go put outside again for put on. He say because not get for only today. But tomorrow day. When see them begin say Sunday, you go say Monday. When say Monday, you go say Tuesday. Now so life day. So Ben KAIFALA will agree with you. Lord, the right now, you dey come back and give it back talk. You dey come and mock we. If you still say, I go call the president, not to be mistake now, na mistake, no problem. Who not tell me what's them?
Bible, wait. I think something they were very important way I want to touch on quickly on this issue of caretaker. Now, you see, law they protect them. That is true. It don't in time immemorial. When me say they're not able for triumph until it left power. Okay? So this they know. So now, then get a deal and then get a plan. The plan now for continue for stay in power. Because they know say anytime they come on power and other person come, it go charge them, it go run after them. Just like what they do. It been say now in the set of the last commission of inquiry, that might be a very big lie because other one day after them. Because in yon don't very serious. In yon, the first time for the audit report, they can kojoma, koju, janjara, or jaranjara for can say this, now this president don't do. So what thing they do? By hook or crook, they want for win 2023 election. By hook or crook, they want for win 2028 election.
Of course.
Because they want for protect them until it gonna engrave. But they know say the minute they come out, election say go sit down and go fend them. So they want for protect them power again, and again. So this 2023 election is not get for funny. Because they want them by which or by pitch they want them. So you see, we get for be very careful. We get for know what we do. They want them. Then desperate because they need for cover. Then dirty track them. It's not an easy thing, eh? We get work for the brother. People need to understand. Now we need for to do some short video, then with the short message and fast let them go out. Because some of them here right now we see misinformation minister they give information say not to the president. Francis Ben KAIFALA of all, not to the president. But in the audit report, the mistake they left and they where the scope talk say the thing they always do in consultation with the president. In other words, the president in and the tiggy one. You feel me? Are we together?
Always.
Bruh, I think me I don't turn now. I want for rest. But before I go, let's tell you say, I think the 24, myself go get for take a break. The 24 week will be Friday. I go take a break. Because I go just want for Sidom, quiet one. They take myself aback. The member who say I come out, say I don't reach to this time. Because the 24th of December will be my beyond bad day. So if the 24th of December na my bad day, I go need for relax. And member who say I don't come out, member who say I dey go for see how I go able for transform Mr. SSF. How far we want for take this thing and all. waiting for be me next plan of action. So at the rest, that day I want for sleep all day. Although Bible get bad so Bible that day they wait me for rest. Now they tell me say no, we go side, go here, you get bad that. I need for rest that day and just lead down. Pull me close all till you don't find one. Remember far and see how far we can able to get another transformation. So I wish myself happy birthday in advance, the 24th this Friday. So if you not see we, please not just that here. I dey take a break because me sometimes Bible will come, but me dey take a break.
No, but me brother na the mami say no get birthday. They see me, I can't sit down.
No, but if you get birthday, I will come for can celebrate you.
Yeah.
But I know
that
you want for make no more something no okay. I want rest that day. You say no, but not a problem. Not a problem.
Always say I get bad that, no problem. But I know say I not get bad that. Anyway, we family members them, as soon as my brother, don't tell Una, Friday na in bad day, where I feel say we all go join them in we own different way for Ladida with them. We join them in we own different way for support them so we able to think more better, waiting and waiting. It go and do for life. I want to transform. You know, that is a very important day. You know, but no mind will that very day I get for applaud, they go do something. So far, so good. Fambulem, we go just left for tell now plenty. Thank you. Ask me what I'm birthday they come Friday. Now, so we had a birthday. Deal with our family members them back. We say we get a tax where we all know of inside this channel. So, but people don't they cooperate. We they tell you thank you. Other people they prepare for cooperate. We still they tell you thank you. You will not get forget a chance this year for celebrate this birthday with we had forget the camera we want. Other years them day, but we still they tell you thank you because we honor family members them. Everybody gets your own problem na your own corner. But we there, we dey talk, we dey laugh, we still dey pray for whosoever we get problem na in corner. May God make them easy for them. May God create that way where instead they say, I tell God thank you because we no go let for Sidonaya. We here say any of we family member, even they pass stress, we dey pray against any bad thing where they come towards we family members them. Towards we all. If we reach there, we dey tap Naya this net and say plenty thank you again to Una we subscribe, share, like. We tell Una plenty thank you. Until we meet again tomorrow na another beautiful edition inside the same channel. Mina Bible Kabla with a sharp cutlass from the north. No retreat, no surrender. Ta-ta. I love you all.
All right. Plenty people don't begin wish me happy birthday. Thank you very much. And then I see me grandpikin tell me say, waiting. Now we made a talk about birthday. I not get no gift. Not a problem. He pray yourself. I appreciate them. Thank you very much. I appreciate now all. Well, my name is Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Until we meet again by the grace of God Almighty tomorrow by the grace of God Almighty. I want to say God bless we all and God bless we country Sierra Leone where we call we yard. One more time, no forget.
Susanna say too old for Keko.
Old for it?
You too old
for cake?
For cake.
Who's cake? What's happened? Why you make cake?
For birthday cake.
Ah, okay. Okay, no problem. All right. Thank you very much, Suzella. But I think I can take how do you call this thing? If I hold for cake, I can take toffee or Natsko biscuits. All right. Thank you very much for the love one and the share. Thank you very much. I appreciate it now all. Well, until we meet again in another beautiful edition, please don't forget for share, like, and comment. Remember, say we don't celebrate tonight today because of our good work. Then please, una help celebrate we as well. Okay? How una they celebrate we now for make sure say the word way we do, the effort not go in vain, the message get far and wide. Okay? One love to we all. God bless we all. I love una good night, good evening, good morning, good afternoon.
This government, every week they get explanation. Every week something they happen, we pass them can explain. It they reach tell people and they fed up with the explanation. And that is what we are doing now.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.